Well, first off, Coach, congratulations on a really good start in conference play. Looking at how your season's been so far, you've got to be happy with what you're seeing right now.
Absolutely. We're doing really well in conference. It's a good start. It's a good way to kind of tell the conference, like, hey, we're AC Reynolds softball, and
Right.
to tell people, we are here to make a statement. So it's exciting.
So you were an assistant coach under Larry Brow. Larry Brow ends up retiring. You're now the manager. This is the first time you've been the head cheese. You're running the practices. What is that like for you as a first-year manager?
Yeah, it's a lot more responsibility. Last year I kind of was told different things that I needed to do here and there. But this year, I'm making the shots, and so I'm kind of taking what I've learned from my past coaches and my past team experiences and kind of meshing all of those together to create hopefully what's a really well and successful program.
You're looking to obviously emulate some of the other programs, including the team you're going to play tomorrow,
Right.
Inca. So what do you take away from what they do? What do they do really well that you would like to add to your program here?
Sure. Yeah, Inca's a really good team. They've been a really good team since even I was in high school and I played them. It's one of those teams that you look and see what they do right and what they do well, and something they do is they execute, and they do really well situational hitting, and they have a lot of small ball, and that's something that I'm really looking to bring to our program. Maybe not so much this year, but we're slowly starting to incorporate some of that, so getting a few more slappers on our lineup and that kind of thing, because that's something that they do really well, and we can't just hope that our bats are going to come around as far as hitting home runs every single time. We've got to make sure that we can do those small things right, so that we can get runners in those scoring positions and have our big girls come up to bat.
Right. Well, let me ask you about some of your players. Let's start with your shortstop, Jessica Utter. What does she bring to the table?
Yeah, so Jessica, she's a sophomore, so she's young, but she's got a lot of leadership qualities, which is really good to see in a young player. She does a lot for us as far as she's our leadoff batter. So her goal is to get something started, whether it's the beginning of the game or whenever she comes back up. She knows that that's one of her roles is to make something happen. And she's also one that we're working on slapping. So she's got a good stick, but we're also wanting to see her maybe on the left side here in the next few years as well.
So you're gonna try to turn her into a switch hitter.
So yeah,
Okay.
We don't want to take away that bat from her, but we definitely want to maybe eventually see if slapping could be something. So
Okay. Maitland Moore, your center fielder.
Yeah.
Before we started the interview, you told me clutch hitter. Tell me about her.
yeah, so Maitland is our number 4 hitter. Definitely solid in the field for sure. I was an outfielder myself, so when I see a good outfielder, I think I can call him pretty well.
Right, okay.
And so, if anything comes in the air and it's anywhere close to center field, I'm like, check that off. All right, here we go. I've got a lot of confidence in her as my leader in the outfield. As far as on the offensive side, as a number 4 batter, I put her in that position because I expect her to do big things. Sometimes I'll switch her 3-4. It just kind of depends. But still in that 3-4 spot, I know that she's going to come up and get a base hit or, hit it to right when there's a runner at second, so that we can get something moving. So.
And tomorrow, obviously, big game against Inca. You've got a sophomore on the hill. Tell me about Maddie Rhodes.
Yeah, so Maddie Rhodes is our starting pitcher, and she does a really nice job as far as movement goes with her pitches. She's got some speed, pretty decent, whereas our other pitcher, Krista, who comes in, she's got a little bit more speed. Maddie's got a lot of movement on her ball, and I think that works really well as far as what other teams, they're not quite used to that. They're used to, hey, quick bat speed, and so when Maddie comes in and is a little bit more off speed, and have those movement pitches, that really works in our favor. And we've got good defense to back her up as well. So if they do happen to get around on it, we've got solid defense 1 through 9.
Well, can't wait to see your team. You'll be able to hear the game on the Rocket Sports Network. Our coverage begins tomorrow at 5:45 on the Rocket Sports Network. Coach, thanks.
Thank you.
And good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. I appreciate it.